What is up, guys? Melock here, and today we're back in action for some StarMade. And I was thinking, you guys comment down below, don't build a stupid cube, But I was just trying to show you guys, basic layouts. We were going to build something cool eventually, but I decided to go ahead and push the build something cool eventually forward. So we're gonna say screw the cube. I'm actually in a smaller ship that I made a couple days ago, and I'm about to show you a bigger ship that I made probably about 4 days ago. So before we get onto that, we're going to go over here and we're going to... Actually, this is a smaller version of the small ship I'm in right now. It was kind of like test 1. It looks kind of crappy right now. But yeah, this is our cube. Let's just blow this to smithereens. We don't even need this cube anymore. Just kill it. Just kill it. Core overheating. Okay, let's salvage all this. By the way, once you overheat a core, you can salvage all the parts off of a ship. Very useful for things like pirates and, well, I would say pirate stations, but you have to kill the faction blocks in pirate stations. And for some reason, I can never kill them. I'm guessing I have to use missiles on them. But yeah, I can freaking harvest all of this, and I'm going to show you guys the new ship I've been working on. And, well, I'm going to show you guys this new ship that I made recently that I'm in right now. Like I said, maybe about a day or two ago. I made it just messing around, and I saved it in my schematics. But what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little zoom out on the ship. I'll give you a little... It's just a little tiny... It's my new salvage ship pretty much, but it also has guns on it. But it's not super big, and we're going to take a look at it. I didn't put a lot of detail into it, but... there we go. Look at that. And the bottom thing right there is how I access the core to get inside the ship. But I think it looks pretty neat. It's not bad. Just for a small little ship. Let's look at the stats on it real quick. So its length 21 meters, height 13 meters, width 19 meters. The mass is 193, almost 2,000 blocks in it. Power regen is 28,000, and that's actually almost perfect. Because here, if we move around and shoot, you can see the little power bar back there pegging. What that means is I'm using power, but I'm regenerating power fast enough to actually make it work. So if I add like 4 more thrusters, I'll actually start draining power, and I can't regen fast enough. So the regen power to power usage ratio is pretty good. So we're going to take a look at the ship that we're going to be doing for the series, and hopefully, there it is. There it is. It's a lot bigger than this ship, and yeah, look at it. So this is the rear end of it, and it looks beautiful in the rear. This is actually the first design ship I made of a bigger scale. I don't know exactly which class ship this is, but the only thing done in it, I've completely stripped all the power out, all the shields out. The only thing that's actually in it right now, the only thing I've done is the thrusters. So if we come over here and look around the side of it, you're actually going to see that it's pretty bare on the inside of it. Come on. Yeah, this small little ship that I have right now, I might have to redesign or add more thrusters to it because it's not very quick. But as you can see, it's just a shell in the front. But yeah, this is going to be the ship that we're going to be working on for the next couple episodes. And at first I had this as like a salvage fighter ship. But I think we're going to convert it straight to pure fighter. So it's just going to be antimatter cannons and missiles. And we're going to be having a lot of shields on it. It's going to be kind of like our fighter class ship. I don't know exactly, but bigger. Maybe like a cruiser or something. I'm not sure. Maybe what the Defiant is. Maybe this is smaller than Defiant from Star Trek. But whatever class ship that is, maybe a little bit smaller version of that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's park underneath of this, and I'll probably end up doing a docking tutorial. Oh, don't hit the ship and knock it away. I'll probably end up doing a docking tutorial video with this ship. Oh, okay, let's get out. Hopefully I didn't hit the ship and cause it to go flying away. Nope. But yeah, there we go. Look at this small little ship. So yeah, we're gonna start doing some cool stuff. I'm also probably going to make a smaller version of the ship. This is going to be my small salvage ship. and I'll probably make a smaller version with just cannons, and we'll probably turn that into a fighter slash turret ship, or maybe just automated ship that will fly around. And you know, like whenever we get to making a station, we can have those like fly around the perimeter and stuff, and do all kinds of cool stuff. So let's get inside the ship here, and I'm gonna zoom out just so you guys can see this beautiful rear end right here. Look at that! Oh my God, I've never seen a butt so sexy. So let's fly around. Let's look at all the stuff. So it looks pretty good from underneath, I think. It's a little blocky at the moment, but I'm kind of out of wedges. But I kind of want to keep it a little blocky. But as you see, the front is completely bare. And another reason why I decided for us to build this ship on camera is because I actually had all the power and weapon systems and all that stuff kind of messed up. This is one of my beginner ships, so I thought we could completely redesign it, and you guys can add your suggestions for things I can do as we build it. And I was thinking after it's done, I can upload this ship and you guys can download it and use it for yourselves. Also, I was probably going to upload my salvage ship there, and then whenever I make a smaller class of that salvage ship into a pure fighter. Oh, my game minimized for some reason. That was weird. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the recording. And whenever I make the smaller version of that ship in a fighter class, then I'll probably upload that too. So let's go ahead and get started. Enough talking. But as you see, I'm kind of excited. I love building in this game. Now, if you want tips for aesthetic building, then I can't really do a tutorial on it. It's kind of just like what kind of style. You have to play with a bunch of different things for you. I mean, before you kind of get your style down, or, you know, like before you kind of get good at building. Same thing goes with Minecraft. There's certain things that I might cover in the future. For example, like one thing, especially with like an organic build like this, and when I say organic, I mean kind of natural, which, you know, it's a spaceship, it's not really natural, but you guys understand. Like these little wings right here, I don't know, it's always nice to have multi-levels for stuff. And when I say multi-levels, I mean, for example, you don't want just a big flat engine right here. So as you see, this extrudes out the farthest, then these right here, the top and bottom goes in one, and then these corners go in one, and then these go in one. So it kind of gives like a nice little depth to it. Okay, so let's start building. So the first thing we want to really do is this episode we're going to be covering shields, power, power regen, and power. So what we're going to do is kind of fill in the extra areas, and I left these thrusters here blank. We're going to do some power and then fly it around, and if like it seems really slow, then we'll just fill this in with thrusters. But I was also thinking we could also fill this in with some other stuff. But so let's start filling stuff in. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get some power going. So we're going to actually get rid of this right here. Let's get some power. Let's get our power tanks out. I'm going to put these shields back here. I'm going to put the lava up here. Yeah, just put the lava right there for now. And I actually don't need any of these holes on me. Yeah. Sure, whatever, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to do the power for the ship, and the ship's going to require a lot of power, but I'm going to try to make it so it makes a little bit more than the power it uses. So for example, we don't want to have like an overabundance of something, because then that's just wasting resources. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and before I do this, I'm actually going to turn on the symmetry mode. So let's get onto the core, and I'm going to cover this again real quick. So you press Control. We are going to... No, we don't want that one. We're going to set this one. We're going to set this one. And actually, yes, we are going to set this one. There we go. So everything's symmetrical on all 3D planes here. So let's go ahead and start doing our power. So we're going to make these a little reactor here that's going to be an efficient amount of space, I guess I should say. Okay, so just with this many blocks, so it's this right here, and then the other wing should have it too. Yeah, that and that. it's using up, or I mean, it's already making 33,000, which is pretty good. But we want to kind of like make this a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to do two little inlays right here that kind of does the same thing. Here we go, and they're not touching. So now we're making 45,000 power. The way I had this set up before is I used almost like 1,000 power blocks, and I was only producing like 150,000 power. So I had it all wrong. So, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill up all of these spaces here. And remember what I said, these power blocks, they kind of act as like a 3D space. So, if actually, you know what I could do to even maximize this a little bit? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So now we have 55,000 power. So just adding 8, 16, 32 blocks added 10,000 powers. 10,000 power. So, and I think, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe we could also... No, we can't go downwards. Okay, so we're going to start filling up the little blank area here with some shields. And I always suggest... excuse me. I always suggest filling in your blank areas with either shields or power tanks. Now, power tanks is your maximum amount of power. These SDHCT blocks are your regen, and the power tanks are your maximum power. So if you see in the left over there, it says 20,000 power. Well, if I add a power tank, that's going to go up. Like right there, now it's 20,008. But we're just going to fill this up with shields right now, and we'll see how everything goes. So 1, 2, 3, and maybe we could even, we'll fill up this whole level right here with shields. And as I'm doing this, the top wing here and both those wings over there are automatically being built, just because the symmetry plane tool here is amazing. Yeah, I think this is going to be perfect. So you can see my shields is 29,000 right now, which is, I mean, that's okay. It's not really that great. So the more shields you have, of course, the more total shield it's going to give you, but also whenever you use more shield blocks in conjunction, you're going to get this thing on the left you can see that says recovery. And then in parentheses, you see 1444 a second. That's your shield regen. Or, yeah, that's your shield regen. That's how fast it regens, I think. Not exact. I think so. And I think recovery is if you, like, completely lose it, how long it takes. Something like that. I think I might be a little wrong on the 1444 a second. But, I'm still trying to get all the details straight, so don't yell at me, please. Yeah, so I think this is much better than that little cube, and also you guys are going to help me participate if you want me to add, I think next episode will be weapon systems once we get all this done. And you can kind of comment on this episode and be like how you want me, tell me how many missiles or how many antimatter cannons, that kind of stuff, what type of missiles. So we're actually, let's see, let's add a little bit more power here. I'm only going to be able to do a straight line right there, aren't I? Yeah, let's not even worry about that right now then. Okay, so let's actually... Okay, so let's do a little bit of magic here. Let's add some more power here. And let's actually take this little centerpiece off. Yeah, let's add some more power. So right now we're already at 61,000 regen a second, which is, you know, pretty decent. We haven't really used that many blocks. And I suggest just doing kind of stuff like this, like finding empty space. Like I could even do it. You kind of want to maximize your power too, so you want to kind of like find the biggest area to do stuff. There we go. So something like that. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to fill in these little spaces right here. Awesome. Now let's add some light to the situation here. Let's add some light down here. Yeah, so we can see. That's the only thing. The game is kind of dark, and the lights don't really light up that much. So it's kind of sorry if you guys can't see. So we want to add some more. I guess I could fill in these little pockets with like power tanks or something, maybe. What do you guys think about that? These little pockets with power tanks? Or should I just continue with the shields? Yeah, so you kind of have to figure out like how you want to do it. Honestly, I very rarely use these power tanks just because I make my region so ridiculous. But they're definitely useful to use. Let's just fill in this bottom area here with shields. Yeah, let's just fill this in with shields. Oh, I am placing blocks in the wrong spot. Okay, awesome. So we got all of this right here. Now, you know actually what I should have done right here? This might have been a little bit better. I could have maximized my shields a little bit better here. Let's remove all this. Yeah, let's remove that layer right there. Let's yeah, let's fill. Actually, you know what we could do is let me remove all of these little blocks right here. And let's throw some power right here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's going to give us some more power. Yeah, a little bit. So you kind of have to find the little open areas to place things. You know, it makes sense, right? So, and then we could also... Nah, I think we're just going to fill this up with shields. We have plenty of other room. Plenty more room to do other stuff with this. Oh, there we go. Also, if you think this idea is cool, building a ship, then click the like button and tell me so down in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you have any suggestions for the ship in general, then that would be awesome too. So let's... I'm not sure if I want to make these little areas power tanks or not. I mean, I could. But see, we also want a lot of shields too. How many? We have 65,000 shields? Okay, so if we go in here, we should see no blank space. It should all be filled up. That's also a good way to notice or find out if you're missing a block in a spot or not. You can kind of go inside of the build and see if it's all filled up. To maximize your builds, I suggest filling up all the blocks, all the empty space of everything. It's definitely going to help. So what we could do is, how about we we'll just fill these in with shields. Make sure we have plenty of shields, and then we won't have to worry about putting these anywhere else on the ship. And then right here, we could probably do some more. No, there's power right there. Let's see. How do you want to do this? I could also use this area down here. I have plenty of more room. I have plenty of room for power. So I'm just going to fill this up with shields. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to fill this up with shields. Okay, cool. So this is about as far as I'm going to extend out on the wings right here. And yeah, and we'll make it all look all nice and pretty later. But I'm going to leave this open blank space right here because I just like looking down the wing like that. It's very nice. But another place we can stick power and power tanks is and maybe some more shields. I don't think I'm going to use that many power tanks. Is this whole top and bottom area here is blank, so we can actually use this area and maximize its potential. There we go. Nice. So now we have 80,000. Cool. Working great on our power. Now let's fill part of this in with power tanks. Yeah, let's fill all of this in right here with power tanks. And we're going to kind of work, you know, a little section by section. Hopefully you guys have a basic understanding of how these power regen blocks work, and you know, situations you should use them in, and also the situations you should use these power tanks and the shields. So these shields, or the shields and the power tanks, I mean, they take a lot of blocks to add stuff, to add actual things. So I mean, I'm gonna fill up this whole middle area with the power tanks. So yeah, now we're already producing, I think, half the power of what I was before. And like I said, I used a lot of power blocks, probably like 1,000, and we probably only used maybe 200. So, and I was only producing before like 160,000 regen. Okay, so like we filled up this whole bottom spot right now. So that's pretty good. Actually, I'm going to pause it, guys. I'm going to check my time, and I'll be back here in a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Looks like I ran over my time a little bit, but what we're going to do is, before we end the episode, we will probably continue where we left off with filling in some of these blanks. I might also do that off camera. These aren't pre-recordings. I'm doing these the day of that you're actually getting these. So leave me a message. If you want me to fill in the rest of this off camera, then I will. If you want me to just do the rest of this on camera, I'll do that too. But yeah, we're gonna fly this around real quick and see kind of like what. Oh yeah, we need more regen because. Yeah, we definitely need more regen. We could also use some more thrusters maybe. I also bumped up my max speed pretty high. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more regen. The thrusters take a lot of power. Then also you have to take in consideration the antimatter cannons and the missiles and shields when you're taking damage, that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Next time we will probably either finish this up or start on the weapon system. So I'll see you guys then.